Today I am partnering with Kenza Cosmetics and they are doing a promotion right now where all of their makeup brushes are free. All you have to do is pay the shipping. I'm obsessed with so many of them and they're really high quality brushes and literally all you have to do is pay shipping. So swipe up to check them out. Shout out Kenza Cosmetics. Okay guys, I'm going to add the flamingo set to my cart. I was going to do the bimbo one, but they were already sold out. As you can see, literally $0. Come on, get my cart. So many people must be on the website. Like, what's going on? I just added it to my cart. You should do the same thing.
I do have these marble brushes from Kenza Cosmetics, and I am including these in this video because I canceled all of my scheduled posts that I had with them when I heard there was any chance that this might be a scam, so that I could do my due diligence with this, really research, figure out what the problem was, and get to the bottom of the issue.
Well, Gabby, you never got to the very bottom of the issue, and that's why people are upset. You talk about your due diligence, you talk about research, but then only a few minutes later you completely contradict yourself with your own words about this cosmetic brand, Kenza Cosmetics. I've actually been following this story for the last month and a half since the first promotions from Tana, and this Kenza Cosmetics brand just keeps digging its hole deeper and deeper and deeper, while dumb YouTubers like Gabbie, like Tana, keep promoting fraudulent scams to their audience because they don't know any better. I'm not making this video to be hateful, not making this video in Gabbie's own words to spread negative energies. I'm doing this because I don't want people who are on YouTube to be paying for something that they're not actually receiving as a product. But of course, leave it to YouTubers like Gabbie and Tana to now have a single ounce of integrity to actually get to the bottom of the issue and say, hey, you know what? This actually is a problem. This is what happened. I was wrong. I will make sure that this doesn't happen again. That's typically how YouTubers should respond if something that they promote is fraudulent. But no, Gabbie here goes in full defense mode.
I'm sure you guys have seen for quite a while now, like this isn't a new thing. Clearing out their inventory, swipe up. It's been going on for at least a year now, so I'm not sure why Kenza Cosmetics was the one that people decided to take and run with and call it a scam.
Well, let's first establish that everything on their website was pretty much copy and pasted, including their terms of service, in which only recently they officially changed after a bunch of different YouTubers came out saying, hey, you know, you copy and pasted your terms of service, and typically websites that have a terms of service, they're customly written for that website and for that company.
Kenza is a different kind of cosmetic brand. We don't dictate, we explore and expand her cosmetic horizon. We make available formulas. Kenza is all-inclusive, targeted to fulfill a multi-ethnic, multi-generational cosmetic consumer who is searching for something fresh by delivering innovative, delightful products at a great value. Kenza is about empowering all women, celebrating women and their independent lives by building inner and outer confidence through new colours, new looks, new products, one pixel at a time. Now don't get me wrong, I feel empowered just reading that, okay? But I decided to copy and paste that and put it on Google, to which I found out that there's another company with the exact same slogan. Except this time it doesn't say Kenza, it says Pixel. The company is called Pixel Cosmetics, and Kenza have copy and pasted that, changed the word Pixel to Kenza, and used that as their slogan. Apart from the fact that they forgot to do that in the last line. I mean, one pixel at a time? Ooh.
So when you have a copy and pasted terms of service, and then you have a copy and pasted, still currently on their website page, talking about refunding vinyls, VHS tapes, and a bunch of other products that don't really make any sense to be linked to a cosmetic brand. But just in case, Kenza, if you're selling, you know, any old VHS tapes of the Disney films, I would love to get on par with ordering some of those. Man, I gotta expand my VHS collection. There's something so vintage about that, and since you guys sell VHS tapes, I think you guys are the brand for me, Kenza.
For everybody wondering why I haven't said anything up until this point, it's because, wow, this is bonkers. I was waiting to see what happens, and by that I mean I wanted to see if people ended up getting their brushes, because as a 27-year-old woman, I like to gather facts and information and actually know what I'm talking about before I speak on something, and I didn't want to speak on something that I didn't sorry, but look how tiny this is. I didn't want to speak on something that I didn't have all the facts about. I, like I said, get so many of these offers from so many different brush companies that I don't take, but when I got these samples, I actually really enjoyed them. They're very comparable to e.l.f. brushes, which are between the $1 and $6 range. For me, you're getting, I think it's 10 brushes? Yeah, it's 10 brushes for $10 shipping. It's $1 a brush. So when I got the samples, I liked them, they're soft. I said this is something that I wouldn't mind showing my followers. So I didn't speak on it because I don't want to ever accuse anybody of something if I don't have the facts. And I wasn't about to publicly accuse a brand of being a scam until I found out if people were getting what they paid for.
Gabbie. It's not about them getting what they paid for. Kenza Cosmetics did send out the brushes. That's not the issue. Originally, it was 1 to 3 weeks. They changed the shipping time to 1 to 3 months. But again, it's not about them receiving the brushes. It's about what the website did in promotion of the brushes. This is really not a difficult concept for you to understand, but for the whole rest of the video, you don't even mention the fact that this was the underlying issue that people had in the first place.
I emailed Kenza Cosmetics literally immediately, and I sent them the screenshots of the followers that I was talking to, and I said, are you aware of this? And they said, we don't know why people are saying that. We were very clear on the website about it being a long delivery time. And then I pushed further. I've been in conversation with them for a couple weeks now. Ever since this all started happening, I've kind of been on their ass saying what's going on. And then all these videos start popping up about me not caring about my fans and just trying to make a quick buck and never having even held the brushes before. I am not hating this makeup look, actually. And now I've talked to several people who have all said that they got their brushes. And I guess my question is, where is all that energy that everybody had whenever people were accusing people of scamming their audience, but then people started getting their brushes and nobody was publicly saying that they were getting their brushes? So now that we've established that it's not a scam, because it's not, the website offers a product, you pay for the product, and then you get the product. That is not a scam.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so for starters, yes, it is a scam. Just because you receive a product doesn't mean that something's not a scam. Just because I order an Xbox One off of eBay and instead they send me Soulja Boy's attempted console emulator, just because I received the product doesn't mean that I didn't get scammed out of a product. You fail to understand the issue. You have Kenza Cosmetics. They put up a sale for 24 hours, which didn't last more than 24 hours. It lasted almost like almost an entire month. For almost an entire month, Kenza Cosmetics had a tagline of 24-hour sale. Pay $10 shipping for $80 to $90 brushes. That's the problem. You have a company that has taken stock photos of brushes, promotes them as being worth $80 to $90 in value, high quality brush price. They're selling the brushes for only $10 shipping, and the rest is free. It's free. $10 shipping, you get 10 brushes, all worth $90. Yes, your audience may have received these, in your own words, worth $1 brushes. But the fact of the matter is, what Kenza Cosmetics has done here is actually illegal to do. You cannot take a product, say, hey, it's worth $100, but we'll give it to you for free if you pay $10 shipping. You mislead people into think that they're getting a deal, when the reality is you're not getting a deal. You are being scammed, and it is false advertising. And what's even more crazy is that currently, right now, Kenza Cosmetics is still selling these incredibly high-priced brushes, 70 to 80 unicorn brushes. These unicorn brushes can be found on other websites, exactly the same photo, exactly the same type of brush, for literally less than $5. But here they're charging $70. There's nothing wrong with marking up prices of things that are in demand, but there is a problem with a company falsely advertising it as being worth something that it's actually not, intentionally misleading people to pay something that it's not worth. What is so difficult for you to understand about that, Gabbie? Is the dollar signs in your eyeballs too big for your brain? Because that's what it seems like.
We can talk about the quality of the brushes, which I've already covered. I think that they're worth about $1 a brush, and that's why I felt okay advertising that to my followers. Now, are they these amazing, high quality, can't even believe it, great brushes? No. I also never said they were. What I said they were was free brushes, and all you had to pay for was shipping.
Gabbie, you didn't need to say they were. The website said they were, so the audience, your audience, was misled to believe it was high quality. And that's the problem. Why can't you admit this? Why can't you see this? Why can't your dense little brain sit back and say, you know what? That was the problem. That's why people are upset. But no, you would rather blame your audience, tell your audience to manage their expectations for a deal they're getting when they were misled, not only by the website, but because you promoted a website that misled them.
So I'm not sure what quality people were expecting when they paid $10 for 10 brushes, and I'm genuinely sorry if anybody got their product and was disappointed in the product. But I would also add, manage your expectations a little bit.
Why can't YouTubers take any responsibility for things they do when they mess up? Just say, hey, you know what, I'm Gabbie, I promoted a product that misled my audience to believe that they were high quality. Their website advertised something that wasn't true about what they received when they got the product. That's all you have to do, Gabbie, and people would completely respond differently to you. It seems like every single big creator here on YouTube that does YouTube and does all these brand deals every single month, they get in some sort of drama, they mess up in some way. They just can't be transparent up front to say, hey, you know what, I messed up, I'm sorry, I didn't do my due diligence and research, but instead I just assumed because all the other YouTubers were doing it, that would be okay.
Because if you want really high quality brushes, you're going to pay a really high quality price. If you want to pay $10 for brushes, then expect to get some pretty useful run-of-the-mill brushes, and I was not expecting to like this. I actually never swatched this one because I looked at it and it looked like a kid's toy, but wow, I really like that. Anyways, so some people were pointing out that these brushes were sold on AliExpress for much cheaper, and to that I'll say I didn't know that. I didn't research that, and honestly I didn't think to research that, and that's something I'm definitely going to be a little more careful about, well, a lot more careful about in the future when I do brand deals like this. And I guess at the end of the day it was just sort of like I saw a lot of creators doing this type of brand deal for almost a year. I saw a lot of people doing this specific company, and it was naive of me to think, but this was my thought process, if all of these people are doing this deal, then this has to be okay.
Today I am partnering with Kenza Cosmetics, and they are doing a promotion right now where all of their makeup brushes are free. All you have to do is pay the shipping. I'm obsessed with so many of them, and they're really high quality brushes, and literally all you have to do is pay shipping. So swipe up to check them out. Shout out Kenza Cosmetics. Okay guys, I'm gonna add the flamingo set to my cart. I was gonna do the bimbo one, but they were already sold out. As you can see, literally $0. Come on, get in my cart. So many people must be on the website. Like, what's going on? I just added it to my cart. You should do the same thing.
And also in the same vein of the AliExpress thing, I hate to say this, but that's what wholesale and resale is. It's when people buy very large quantities at a very low price and then they resell it. That's kind of what that website's for.
Okay, I decided to look up these images that were getting used on this website, these brushes that they were selling, okay? I decided to look up the images and see where they came from. And I found out where it was on AliExpress for $2. $2. Not $85 like Tanner and this website have been saying this whole entire time. $2 for a set of 10. That's 20 cents a brush. So just think about this, okay? Tanner and his website have been saying you're gonna get these really expensive brushes for $10. This sweet, sweet deal, expensive brushes, $10. When in reality, you're gonna get these brushes that are worth $2 for a set of 10. 20 cents per brush, meaning you can get 290 brushes for the same price that this website's saying 10 are worth.
It's the same as if you would walk into Five Below or something like that. It's just they were doing it through a website. And there's a lot of websites that do that. And again, I'm very confused as to why out of all of the deals, the glasses, the watches, the makeup brushes, of all of the ones that have come and gone, why it was all of a sudden this one that got picked up and targeted. Just like the whole gimmick in the first place, and I call it a gimmick because that's what it is. They say free brushes and you just pay for shipping, but obviously the shipping is the cost of the brushes. And that's not a scam either. That's a marketing tactic. I know people don't like it when you defend yourself, and most people just really want a blind apology. They want you to say that you were wrong, but I can't admit to and apologize for spamming my followers because I would never. Somebody's opinion, but when you accuse somebody of being a fraud or only caring about money and peddling whatever to your followers. Oh my god, that's another one. These are all swimsuit companies who sent me products, and if I found inconsistencies in their product or didn't think they matched the website description, I didn't promote them. I don't know what else to say. At the end of the day, people on the internet make up their mind, and if you've made up your mind about me and you decided I'm somebody who doesn't care about my followers, who is money hungry, if you think that I didn't address it because I don't care, that's not it. I cared very much.
I don't understand why. Why was it Kenza Cosmetics? Why? I'm so confused. My name's Gabbie. I'm confused with all the hate. I'm confused with all the negative energy. I'm confused with why people are coming after Kenza Cosmetics. I am so sick and tired of creators like you who just play victim all the time. Is this like a new personality trait with every single YouTuber who can't take responsibility for things, is to play victim? I'm so confused. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I just don't understand. What they've done here is illegal. YouTuber Marky goes even into this, and I would highly recommend subscribe to his channel. This is how I even found out about Kenza Cosmetics to begin with, was through his videos and people tweeting me his videos. And it absolutely is 100% true what I'm saying, what he has been saying, and all these other YouTubers have been talking about the fraudulency of Kenza Cosmetics. I mean, when a company copy and pastes everything on their terms of service, constantly changing the shipping dates, but don't send out a universal email to all of their clients and people who've ordered saying, hey, you know what, we're gonna have a shipping delayed. That's what a company should do. If you're buying a product and, hey, you know, it's supposed to be shipped 1 to 3 weeks, it's gonna take 1 to 3 months, you send out an email to all the people who've placed orders and you let them know. Did Kenza Cosmetics do that? No. Strike 1, not professional. Strike 2, not professional, using stock image photos that of other brushes on other websites that are significantly less than what they're charging an astronomical price of $80 to $90. Unprofessional 3. Like 3 strikes of unprofessionalism with a company, and Gabbie still doesn't understand. They're never going to convince me otherwise that these big creators like this who do all these makeup palettes and stuff, all they care about is money. People get paid to say positive things about product, and yes, there may be a few exceptions to YouTubers who are truly transparent for products that they promote, but for the most part, big creators with millions of subs who promote these types of brands, especially in the makeup community, are being paid to say these things. All I want for people to come away with this video is do not trust a YouTuber just because they tell you something that you think is true. The majority of YouTubers lack integrity. The majority of YouTubers will do and say anything for money, and they'll sacrifice and get themselves involved in any sort of drama just so they can make an extra buck. Doesn't matter if they mislead their fans, doesn't matter if the company misleads their fans, doesn't matter if the company gives you a crappy product in return. At the end of the day, it is about money with these gigantic YouTubers. And then inherently, there's nothing wrong with wanting to do brand deals and getting money. I've done brand deals in the past, but I just want creators and I want people who watch me not to fall victim of spending money for something that isn't what you're actually getting. Because there's nothing worse than paying money for something and you get something else in return that's not worth the product that you were promised. That's why I'm always afraid to support things on Indiegogo or, you know, Kickstarter campaigns. You pay a bunch of money for a product and then some of them, not all, but some of them never actually come out and give you the product that they promised you. And it's something that's super low quality that you paid a couple $100s for, and it's not what you were promised or what you were told. And then you are left with wasted money, a product that's crap, and you've been conned, you've been scammed, essentially. The fact that Gabbie can't admit that this is a scam and thinks just because they received a product, therefore it's not a scam, shows you how delusional her line of thinking is, and that even in the future, if brand deals are fraudulent or scammy and pull other actions like this, Gabbie will fall right into that little trap, because again, they're gonna pay her money, and then she could just backpedal and blame her audience for not managing their expectations for a product that was promoted for $90 and they got it for $10. They're a dollar sign to their pocket, and that's it.